Итак, всем привет, мы продолжаем играть в диско Elysium, но я думаю, что стоит загрузить сохранение какое-нибудь. Вот этот вот автосейв. Или стоп, так. После церкви. Не, мне даже в церковь нельзя, да? То есть, чтобы я не ходил к этой Руби, да? Я хочу. Ну давайте вот это вот. Мартинес, да? По-моему, тут я еще не заходил туда. С ними я говорил?
Hello again.
Говорил. Так, поспрашивайте, Руби ушла, исследуйте побережье, ага. Следовательно, пока что мы не трогаем эту Руби вообще, да. Отверстие в бетон.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit.
Ох ты ж, я
The
не
structure
заметил.
goes, maybe it's just a storm drain for this.
No idea. Could be connected to one of... We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain. In conclusion, she could be in... I hope not.
There's no echo.
Понятно. Так. Смотрите, она там, ну почему-то это не
You
подсвечивается
see,
сейчас.
a slogan used to above
yeah,
the
это еще не сделал, да.
There's something in the wind. Indeed, you felt it before.
In there?
Why single out this one building?
Так, опять на трипет переодеваться. Ну все, там быстрого сохранения этого нет. Так, трипет. Как будто я помню, что мне одевать. Вот это. И все вроде бы, да? А это что? Это такое. Короче, пока что Руби не трогаем больше. Это я понял, да? Но надеюсь, что если я вернусь, они же не будут там
The once bright mural
уже на
towers
этот день
above
все
you.
равно.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is trying to talk
I'll do. She's probably... And that...
or spirit.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way. Sector by... Then, if we...
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk.
Так,
The once bright mural towers a breeze like a go.
загрузим.
The once bright mural. Suddenly, the in through.
She's down.
Okay. Why? Good. Yes. Cold spells. So basically your hangover is the... So...
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you...
There has to be.
Так, ну вот это вот мы начнем потом ломать. Сейчас мы идем не туда уж точно. Пока что. Найдите буй. Ага. Буй надо все еще найти. То есть туда, да? Вроде бы. И эту ловушку вот эту вот надо исследовать.
This is the last of the later it get. The trap. No phasmid either. But
Well,
the netting is a little untidy. Messed.
perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist. Or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theory, okay?
A cold gust of it.
Так, куда? Да, мысли. Давай быстрее. Ага. А тут костер есть, ну, вот он.
A metal and plastic.
That, or...
Yes, spindly extremity moves across the water, leaving no traces. Your cold again moves across the water. Splendor.
Понятно.
Indeed.
The boy is not tight. The number.
Simple construct...
There's something. It smells. The water. A shot.
Well, damn, I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. That may very well...
You could ask them.
Так, хорошо, навыки есть. Так, проверьте ловушки есть. Надеюсь, этого трибунала сейчас не будет. При том, то, что я к Руби еще не ходил. Будем надеяться на то, что его не будет. Вообще я смогу загрузить там сохранение, если что? Ага, у меня есть автосейв там. Ну, хоть что-то. Мне все так же надо вернуться к врагу. И с Джойс это доделать там всякое. Я не уверен, что мне надо с ней делать, я не помню уже. Грузовики я вроде проверил. Что ей не нравится, я не помню. Что ей не нравится, я не знаю. Ну, я мог к ней сейчас подойти, но ладно. Кстати, автосейв же может сейчас слететь, да? Давайте просто лучше загрузимся. Вот так. Если что, и сохранение сделаем. Типа, вот такое. Все, готово. Ага, все ок. Вот и хорошо.
Now it's turning into a kind of a... I don't want to talk about that.
This guy knows Ruby, no doubt. Just play dumb for now. Get everything out of him you can.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. I did it, man. I told you, I was hoping it's not her. Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Drug. A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person, a youngish woman. Gruff.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was...
Then she may have. Maybe she dyed it red. Titus said Ruby's.
Damn, I don't want to...
We can't just let it go.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
It won't come to that. We won't
I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's dark...
She shared?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she...
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well... It looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? The way it worked.
The pain it was causing her.
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay?
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
I thought you were a different kind of cop. Here.
Просто сказал ему, расскажи, короче, это, иначе плохо будет. Вынудил его очень сильно, но...
The keys to a motor lorry. Pretty comp.
Mallory's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
No. I don't know. I bet you are. Nah. I need to think my own thoughts now. Pray forgiveness.
Окей. Пойдем сразу осмотрим. Так, оп, вот это он.
This screen found A to Z. Contemporary.
This is the one our man pointed to.
Так, оп.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered. Posters cover the small windows in the back. You can't make out what's... The door is locked. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten one of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, the remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autumn. Wait, this actress really does look a lot like Clausia. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent. She wasted away in a drug den called The Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dash. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended.
Doesn't look like it. It's complete.
The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around, but one odd detail does catch your eye. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes? Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. At least we can now ask Titus some concrete questions about it.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console. Voila! A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating.
Bonne prise.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 8. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways there. Hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the mass of brown and red roofs. To Kuron, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river. This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm wind. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through the final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction. These service tunnels were probably, despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow. They travel from eminent domain to the road spreads. Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to each.
So it would seem. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them. Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but with cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody. It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere and here's bad news. There have been attempts at a series.
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even.
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have for.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stuck a metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of Peripherique from last Wednesday. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex, but these formulas look oddly.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV.
Pull out toolbox, slice back. You close the rusty oak.
Great. I think we got everything. Oh.
Так, стоп. Я был... нет, я не был в этой, да. Мне в церковь еще заново топать. Сейчас, подожди, я переоденусь. Так. Обратно, пожалуйста. Вот это. Бабочка. И все, да. Выгляжу как клоун.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number.
This means it's well funded. Technology.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps.
Listening in on your calls.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. And last but not least, it's Ruby's cabin we found. This is an undeniable connection to the Union. Perhaps you're right. This is one connection I find a little dubious, to be honest. I prefer not to profile people's emotion. One way or another, they seem to be. Logistically, if nothing else. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, we should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and there are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over. I have to...
Так, это чё? Так, ну с ней я, по-моему, говорил об этом всем.
Lowman, you called me.
Ну. Так, надо в магазин уже наконец-то этот зайти хоть первый раз. Ой, так. Да.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big.
Ой. Так. Идем в этот магазин наконец-то зайдем, пока он не закрылся снова, да?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. Their logo is the Bloodless Rose.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really... I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No. Sorry.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Dramamine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
St. Baptiste. You know. St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full...
Это мне не особо надо, я и так богатый.
The tear machine stands in the
Достаточно.
corner. A sign says, "One, your bottles clunk into the machine,
Плюс
and the
5,
money
неплохо.
appears with a satisfying jingle.
51
You're a
бутылку
richer man now."
набрал. Нормально так, да?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. But the packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Можно украсть, вау. Трепет.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 Rayat.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Понятно.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrap. There, in that dark green glass. All in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that. The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it, you know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health. Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says. Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on...
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
She pops her raspberry. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic.
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, yeah, me neither. I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier.
The story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a...
I don't know. A 7 to 11 grocery. I think that...
The story goes that...
Okay. I'm not really supposed... I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but not really. No. I didn't know. I don't know, really.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure.
Okay. Ага.
Ага, и все. Понятно. Бутылки я все-таки смог продать. Наконец-то. Так, побежа. Я загрузился. Случайно. Так. Я хотел
A
сохраниться и
colourful
нажал на
bottle
F9.
there, in that dark... Good thing.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and... No. The pair... You know.
Don't worry.
I mean...
Use medication, like Nosafed.
Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like... Yeah. Me neither. I don't know. A 7 to... I think...
The story goes...
I don't... Not... No. I don't know, really.
No need to worry.
Okay. Ага.
Ага. Так, бутылки же я сдал в этом сохранении, да?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says...
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
Ладно. Что, по-моему, в прошлом сохранении я вышел, было светлее, или мне кажется, что это? Гипногамма. Ладно. Вот, сюда, да? Так, тут, по-моему, ничего уже, да?
The file cabinet stacked the drawers slight.
Сюда зайдем. Пообщаемся.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do? The pleasure farewell.
Ни о чем не пообщаемся. Так. Может, снова с тобой поговорим?
Oh, hey, mister.
Нет, по-моему. Так. Эй, черт, я к тебе вернулся. Удочка чего? О, 2 стула появилось. А,
Mr.
это...
Dubois, every worker. That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
Ага.
Mega rich light bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there? Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light bending guys. Honestly, Harry, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbour, but I won't be caught transporting the light bending mega rich. I have a reputation to protect. No, they're not. They're vermin, and one just found a way inside my container. Soon, he'll bring the... I shudder to...
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around... One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry! I have little people in my organization. Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe...
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people...
His expression makes it clear. This is
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's if she actually wants to see me, she will find a way.
He doesn't want to see her. It's a simple...
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time, I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. You'll tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm...
It is rather interesting to tell people things. This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Так, подожди. Ага, надо просить у Тита, да. Ну-ка, если я ему расскажу про наркотики.
Every word. What? Harry, how could you say that to me?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me!
And gets over it in 2 seconds.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because...
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations along...
Actually, Revachol doesn't have a mayor.
Mr. Dubois, I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You...
He's trying to figure out if you're... There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What?
He was testing you, and you said...
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry. That by now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful... I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Sadamaritsa. You name it, they've done it. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village. But now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big... But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired... One of them got
Ну да, мы их
downright
уже видели
suicidal. Getting
в
drunk,
прошлом сохранении.
violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him.
By negotiator, you...
Harry, what you need to realize is, we got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve...
That sounds a bit like...
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want...
Again, that's...
So these...
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, Bob, he probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him.
Aren't you worried we might...
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty.
So he doesn't want to counter with a narrative that exonerates the Union. But why?
So they shot him.
He was shot in the head before.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant.
It's impossible to say if he's...
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my... How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in sediment. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up. Of course, you're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position, but oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary Union. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself.
Interesting.
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer.
Separate one from the herd.
Oh, that would definitely be Fat Angus. His feet smell from a city block away, and he's always having noisy stomach troubles. Horrible, revolting guy. You would die, Harry. You would die, and in the process start a bloody and Angus, his ever-growling stomach, and his smelly feet are all part of the Union. You have as actually less, because this is my hometown, my Oh, Harry. This is getting real grim, and there's no need for that. We are friends. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do...
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real. Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm
понятно.
willing to share in... Was it a
Это
good
взятки
talk?
эти ваши всякие.
I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also... Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you.
A man of the left. So you have... He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in... I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez.
Roller skating.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed.
It depends. I don't think what we just got...
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez. Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned, in either the sea or the bottle. They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
It depends. I don't think...
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get...
Ладно.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the port. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun. What? Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned on. Most certainly, by all means, Harry.
Ага, понятно.
The precarious world. How not to lose. It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on.
Понятно. Пу-пу-пу. Ага. 20 навыков. Классно. Взаимодействовать.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrated. There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction. Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get time.
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
За тобой могут наблюдать люди Эврара, минус 10. Интересно. А где они могут не наблюдать? Ну, например, когда я выйду из его кабинета.
Every worker.
Даже не знаю. Вот тут вот они еще наблюдают.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
надо сходить к этой Джойс. Да. Это к нам. Так, вот сюда нам надо. Туда. Так, ничего нового.
Right to work!
Ничего. Окей, побежали. Куда мы бежим? Куда? По-моему, мне надо было в гостиницу зайти зачем-то. Или нет? Я не помню. Надо с этой Скласье поговорить еще, пока она не свалила как крыса, конечно, да? Жалко, что я все еще не могу... Ой, я случайно. Не могу ее арестовать уже. Жалко. Так, надо еще с ним поговорить. О, как много людей.
The
Может, песенки начать
Coppernato is back. What do you want?
Как надо.
Yeah? What? The what now?
She said she's building.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment.
This guy barely.
There you have it. Hell something. Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is...
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection? That was... We know Ruby was the driver. We know that's your affiliation with her. Detective, you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do,
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you...
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. Boo fucking who?
Yeah. That's what the labor movement...
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to... You sure do love long walks through Theory Town, don't you?
He's practically saying, yes, a
Понятно. Самое время для того, чтобы песенки начать петь.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Кто это? С этим не поговорить. Так, ну-ка, может, с вами.
Again? I can't.
Ничего нового.
Yes.
Так, ну и с тобой тоже. Вот, Морел вернулся, да?
It's great to see you again, officer.
Ага.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Truly a lot of legwork. My part...
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an...
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your... You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably...
Yes, I saw it, but you're welcome, sweetie. Of course, dear. Is
Well,
there a
that's-
particular... No. It's the cryptid. Oh, yes. The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of...
Mutation. All of you.
Until it was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up complete...
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrao Canyon in southeast Ilmara, the world's largest canyon system, sweetie. Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor won. He was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon.
Eat the bird. Uva. It's the only way to survive.
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was the professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found then the Tetatorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on the bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back. Every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the 8-eyed Tetatorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps.
Его
They
яйца.
even let him feed on some carcasses up there. And the 2 yes way, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also...
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then...
Not really. It's just stylization.
Very, very...
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People be... I'm glad you like...
Все, спасибо.
Date of birth generator.
Ага.
You were born
Так,
in
ну
the
это я
year.
знаю, да. Эту мысль я, по-моему, забывал, да. Точно. Ладно, пока что не будем. Возможно, мне очки навыков будут нужны. Может, я их на скорость реакции как раз таки потрачу, которая мне там нужна была прям. Но я мало ее могу прокачать, всего лишь 3.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some...
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy...
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook.
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation.
No locusts?
That's not ideal, but I definitely left that...
Right from the campsite?
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near...
Yes. The Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped.
Another trip to the Reeds.
Of course we have.
Wait, Morel.
You're right, dear. It's a fair point. Pardon me. This is a big deal for us.
Heartfelt gratitude.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably...
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Опа.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed. As though you should ask the red-headed boy, Kuna.
A little hooligan.
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you...
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play Suzerainty.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary?
Понятно.
We're getting somewhere here.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was Morel. It's been fun. Really. But I need...
No need to apologize, Gary. You'd be more than helpful.
Понятно. А где Гэри? Вот это Гэри, я не могу с ним поговорить. А, мужик какой-то стоит.
Very generous
Вот
of
он,
you
да.
to help us out, officer.
Чё он выглядит? Сидим,
I'm
сидим.
sure glad to be back from that. I mean, officers.
Ладно, ничего. Так, давайте песенку сейчас будем петь.
The stage is all set up. You feel a little dizzy.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke.
The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any. You're sweating.
Так, Драма, да, значит? Че мне подогнали-то? О, плюс. Неплохо так. А, ну вот это у меня на драму, да. Я хотел сейчас уже это надеть, но это получше. Пока что на драму надо. Так, вот это... Красиво, кстати, стал выглядеть, когда надел эту куртку. И опа. Минус, да, минус. Ну, можно, конечно, еще и вот это надеть, да? А он куда надевается? А он вместо этого надевает. Лучше уж вот это. Да. Безумная майка в сеточку. Вау.
The stage is up. You feel
So, are you ready for your thing now?
the air is thick.
Эу, как так? Мне надо удачно
The
спеть.
stage, you feel a little.
So, are you ready for your...
The air is. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in San, though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there.
Интересно, как бы звучало неудачное.
In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you. There is silence now, in the deep. This guy really carried you. The microphone amplifies your voice in an uncomfortable manner. Someone coughed.
Good. Are we ready?
Last words.
Оп. Ну, наконец-то. Так, оп. Какая куча выполненных квестов, конечно. Поэтому я рад, да.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? Cool. Now, what can I do for you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you...
Да-да-да.
Hey,
Да, стоп.
another thing. Great. I love those.
Ну-ка.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy. She's not my taste. Good. Now, was there anything else? I have like four... Yes?
Hello,
Просто чтоб не
officer.
встала.
I think I almost have it.
Oh, hello, sweet.
Никто мне больше ничего не скажет про эту жесткую песню, которую мы спели только что, да?
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
Ладно, ничего. Че мы ждем, пока он отойдет? Можно мне идти уже, а? Кстати, да, надо обратно приодеться. Вот так. Вот так, давайте наденем. Так, идем к этой. Зайдем.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the vague sense of disappointment filled.
Это шо, а? Окно не смог проверить, как так?
This window is pristine on the golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are a two-hearted spider. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of... The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible direction ending him. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like the man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never... The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location there could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it out 72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not... The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These none that you've found thus far, but that's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned B prime for Boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the Islet Detective. They may 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path.
Two neon lit.
Окей. Так. Надо заново бегать на этот пирс, все такое там далеко, короче. Так, надеюсь, то, что снег идет, ей пофиг.
I was just thinking, what a
Ага,
nice
всё
evening it
хорошо.
is for taking part in a murder.
Ща, подожди. Я оденусь. Ага, ага. И, по-моему, больше у меня ничего тут нет на трепет, да? По-моему, да. Кстати, ага, вот что у меня за штаны точно.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening. Oh,
Did you take to the...
no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer, they couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure. You mentioned seawater? I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
Так, подожди, сохранимся.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening.
Nothing happens. There is a mass.
Да сейчас все получится, я вам говорю. Давай.
I was just thinking, what
A warm column of air rises around you, encircling the building you stand on. You feel its twisting shape. Because it's warm, from the gathering spring, from the vapor, a great cumulus is formed. A cloud castle 1,000 meters high. For her, the guest, waiting, as safe as you keep her, for Gloria. Soon these clouds will all fall.
You mean here, in Martinez? I'm waiting for the miracle.
And what would that mean?
The return, of course. Now, I know I'm not from around here. I would only be hitchhiking. The return, don't you know, sir? I thought you were from around here. You look like Mr. Revachol. The return is part urban myth, part political science, and Revachol.
Le retour.
Of the king, of the nation, of communism, but at the same time, I mean...
It's an empty vessel, an amphora waiting to be filled. Something always...
As I said, there's talk. In the competitive intelligence crowd. Oh, no. I came all this way on a false passport, where the walls are still porous and you can slip through. Soon. But it's been soon. No need to worry, Lieutenant.
These streets? I'm not so sure, miss.
Yeah, I guess it is. I do.
Don't be so sure. Something is coming.
Something is happening in this city.
Her thought trails off. The wind picks up again.
Так, ну-ка, подожди.
I was just thinking,
Что
what a
там он
nice
выбирал,
evening it is
когда
for
хотел
taking
ее
part in a murder
арестовать?
investigation. I really don't know, sir. Click.
The wet...
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for, I don't know what to... None of it for my sin, for destroying my first lot of what? I mean...
Я не смогу
She
повторить, да, это
There
дело,
is suddenly
типа.
a strange glint in her eyes.
Life.
Yes, we demand she...
There may be grounds here.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you.
What? I did. There was an...
That anyone...
What time?
Thursday.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back.
I agree.
Okay.
Tighten it. You've got her.
Okay. Yes. It's not my name. You log your work like I log...
She's not lying now. She really is very...
No.
Falsify.
Passport and V.
Why would...
I didn't show up to run.
She's not ready for the damage. She knows you're
Блин, не
great. She
получится, да.
nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay.
Ну, давай.
She slowly lights another cigarette.
Sure. The record. So official. Okay.
She nods, silently.
Ладно, не получится, видимо. Скорее всего, она снова сбежит, собственно, понятно, да? Так и будет. Так. Так, на выход. На выход. На выход.
Fuck, does Kuno care? No, Kuno.
Oh my god, I told you!
Shut up.
Now they're gonna take you to Lane Prison! Deny everything,
Kuno's not gonna say anything.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig?
Kuno doesn't.
Окей. Оп. Ну ладно, потом.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill them like skyscrapers, spires of dirt.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. Oh, I'm not being sarcastic at all. We are making, if anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You're...
Там знаю.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Yeah. Kuno took the books. So what? It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts.
Stop!
You stop. It's like their fucking night.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fan. The girl forces herself to watch again. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you! Oh, that's...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Oh my god, Kuno!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into...
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno!
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping. So that's what this is about.
I don't believe you!
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on Pig. You really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fuck. Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts... I don't give a shit. I don't need them.
The girl's face appears again. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno is finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the...
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit.
Понятно.
Fuck
Что-нибудь
does
еще?
Kuno care?
Ничего.
Kuno...
Ладно, так. Понятно. Так, а с тобой что там? Что-нибудь новое есть, а?
I'll die before I squeal.
Ладно, иди нахер.
Hello, officer. So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right?
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the imp.
Darling, I told you to take it.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we?
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is
Here's a fresh scratch of locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you. Should the...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd
Так. Можно продать, кстати, видимо. Который нашли пустой перед этим. Типа... Из которой вытащили. Но они все пустые были. А, не, из которой мы вытащили, то мы знаем, да. То я понял, какая. У меня уже 3 очка навыков, ровно хватает, чтобы прокачать скорость реакции на максимум, кстати, да? Угу. Так, надо заново в церковь сходить. Так, стоп, а там я был? Ну-ка, сейчас надо проверить. Видимо, скорее всего, не был. Ну-ка, у меня есть это... Как... А, нет, есть кости игральные, да? Значит, был я тут. Так, сюда я потом вернусь. Да. Угу. Так, сейчас мы куда бежим? Мы бежим. А Джойс сейчас в деревне, да, вроде бы. Мы бежим туда. По-моему, больше мне никуда не надо особо. Да. Бежим туда. Так, ну не в эту ловушку, да? Темно немножко, конечно. Можно, кстати, у них спросить, что они думают о переезде. Нужен ли он не им. Вот, например, так еще. Ну, если есть такой вариант событий вообще.
The old woman's. The buzz of electric lights blend. There's a gap where the name of that song should be.
Yes, my suggestion is don't a lullaby my mother. Surrender.
That's kind of grim.
Yes, it does.
Так, ну-ка, сейчас
Our Canada. Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all the scribble. Tell me what it said. Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a... Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing.
Хорошо.
waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Where are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction. What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about them. Aye. Fine. Here you go. I shouldn't have. Yes, well, I looked at it and thought I should. Because it's...
Living with the construction.
Sure, but it's temporary and for a good cause. They're cute and small now,
Да,
but
вот я и
they're
думаю.
growing up fast.
Что не против,
Too
наверное,
fast.
будут.
Anyway, you'll have to get Isabel to sign it too.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the
18%.
skepticism to the skeptic.
Ну хорошо, она согласилась. Это окей. Вот, не придется подписи поделывать все-таки.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Сейчас она согласится, наверное, из-за того, что это подписала, я думаю.
Our Canada, please. Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign. I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men, then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes.
Ей хорошее имя доверяет постоялец. Понятно. А на внушение, по-моему, у меня вообще ничего нет. Сейчас посмотрим. Лично я ничего не помню. Пересматривал все по несколько миллионов раз, конечно. Ой, забыл. Ходил с этим галстуком людским. Так. Что мне надо-то было? Мне нужно было внушение. Опа. Да, точно, есть одна одежда на внушение. Совсем забыл. Кстати, если носить +1 к способам вот этого, да? Где оно? Вот это вот мне тоже будет давать +1 реал? При этом, если я забуду. Интересно. Ага.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope.
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the
What do you mean? I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for themselves. No, they moved to Faubourg for work. Well,
You've got her.
then
You have her. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to. I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop? Did you say something? Fine. See that you didn't just get us all screwed.
Let's go mail it.
Huh? I like to see him try.
That doesn't make...
Get out of here, trying to ruin my day. And I wield an army of drunks. Do not underestimate the effect.
Ладно. Почтовый ящик на площади, окей, так.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Так, дай мне обратно мою другую одежду. Одежда. Так. Ладно, хотел бы я еще с детьми об этом, может, поговорить, но, видимо, сейчас уже не смогу. Куда мне там бежит, так к этой штуке? Опа. А. Это еще мотокарета? Я думал, это велик какой-то. Куда мне бежать, так этой, к другой ловушке? Сейчас бы найти ее. А по-моему, там дальше по берегу просто надо было идти.
The trap stands empty near the reeds, powdered with the locusts dazed from being They're not really going to get the...
Good, now that's done. When they don't answer that, it was a...
Сообщи об этом Лене. Окей, так. Это тут у нас ничего.
The dome-shaped plastic.
Да. А где край острова, типа, или как там? Точка, которую мне надо найти. Тут нет ее? Это что? А, это вход на крыше, да. Понятно. Так, сюда.
A row of ghostly shades facing the crumbling wall.
Сбоку
With
один
another
человек.
7 shades, a cold behind the...
Я что-то не заметил. Не прочитал это. Так, тут еще что-то. Ой, так. Ой, так. Ладно, знаете что, давайте мы на этом закончим. Что же, всем пока.